Morning, wakey, rise and shine. It's morning time.
Big up everyone, I hope everyone's good. So this is the last, I promise this is the last bit of Mizzy drama for the next couple of weeks because he's in jail now, so he won't be able to do anything for the next couple of weeks. So he was up at court yesterday, pleaded not guilty to the charges that he, the original court order that he got at court last time he was at court. I think he was at court, was it the Thursday? I think it was a court on the Thursday. The video was made on the Friday. Back arrested on the Saturday. So I don't know why he thinks he's not guilty, because the video exists of him outside that shopping centre. I think there's other ones as well, and there's people in the background walking past. He needs to get permission off everybody that's in his videos. He was told that, but he obviously isn't listening. So people have come across this. Now this is a profile for a company called Backstage. Now Backstage is like an actor catalogue where you find if you need like an extra, or you need somebody, you need like an extra in a music video, you've got like a little film getting made, you would go to Backstage and you look for, your extras. So people are coming to the conclusion, because he's an actor, could this all not be a setup? It could be, it could well be, but would he be sitting in jail? Would he go as far as that to get locked up, to make himself known? Maybe, because it will work. But what it'll do is, no sponsors will touch him. No sponsors will touch this kid because of the way he's been acting. A lot of other people won't touch him because of the way he's been acting. So it'll be good to see what happens after that. I'll keep you updated. So this morning, I'll start with the live streams. We've got Richard Lamb, John Smith, and Exposure TV. Now this morning I want to give a shout out to, I think the channel is called Saltire Awareness. It's Mick who runs the channel, and he does like addiction and like mental health, but he doesn't just do addiction and mental health. He does like talks of like acid attacks. That was what I was watching the other day. Gangs, all sorts. It's interesting. It's interesting to watch. Yeah, it is interesting to watch. He's very, very, very knowledgeable. And I do suggest, if you've got some sort of addiction or you've got some sort of problems and you need someone, to talk to, best go into that channel. So we'll start with Richard Lamb.
But she was hardcore. They were out making fires at 4 or 5 in the morning, get the coal bunker 5 in the morning to get the fire going for my granddad going to the pits. It's a mining village. Mining villages were here for.
Yeah, well, my mum used to live in a tenement.
And hardly men, like they're not they didn't run about looking for trouble, but they've all got hands like shovels, and like you know, if you piss them off and they give you that look, that you just like stop, Kim, because they'll just crush you. They'll not punch you, they'll just squeeze the life out of you.
They'll just squish you.
Basically, they'll just grab you by the face.
You got fishermen, they're fucking pretty hard, and you got farmers, they're pretty fucking hard as well.
Aye.
Naturally strong people, mate.
Yep.
I worked on the door. There's a club up my way. I worked on the door, and they used to have a young farmers' night.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this bloke. He literally, I'm not bullshitting you. He picked his mate up in a chair, all right, and held him in front of himself, arms outstretched.
Fucking by the two legs.
He picked the fucking chair up, mate, with his mate, and held it out in front of him, and was dancing about with him, and got over the radio, over the fucking ear thing. He said, "Garth, go and speak to him." I said, "Fuck off! I'm not going to speak to him." I went over anyway. I went over, tapped him on the shoulder, mate. Do you know? I didn't say anything to him. Just shook my head. He just put his mate down, and he went, "Sorry, bud." yeah, mate, you could have done anything you wanted and just walked away. Yeah,
Aye,
nice
exactly.
people. Farmers are nice
Show his
people.
strength
Farmers
like
are
that.
nice people. Strong as fuck, though, mate.
Oh, sorry. Hear that, Aussie lady?
What's she saying?
No, it's just in the chat. I do want to pick them ones up.
No, that's right.
But aye, sorry. Hear that one, mate? The Aussie lady. So, did you see Banter's channel? He's been seeing the game, the 8-ball hanging up. Good laugh.
Yeah, Banter's got me all wrong, really. He won't really let me on his channel, so I do watch him, man. I do watch him.
Aye.
I like his talk-alongs. I like his little
watch-alongs. Aye.
That's it. Yeah, I do watch that. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, it's a good channel. Like, but aye, they're all right. It's all right, YouTube, you know, but I think it's going to get better. I think it's going to start getting better.
It has to get better, mate.
Yeah,
it does.
definitely.
It has to get better. It's come a long way. Yeah, I'll pick my channels now, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Like I keep saying, it depends on how you're treated there. That's the way your people will act there. Get a bit of respect. How you get a bit back here. It's simple. It's not too much to ask for, is it?
Banter, yeah, thanks, mate. I appreciate that.
All right, perfect. Hi, on a draw. How are you getting on, mate? Nice to see you, Ian.
Do you go on any foreign channels?
No. I struggle to understand. I think the people that live in even Scotland and England struggle to understand me sometimes. Far less going else.
It's all a little bit difficult. We all struggle. Do you what about Southern accents? Mine. Do you get me all right?
Yeah. I think it's further south you go. It's a bit slower sounding to me anyway. The speed of the words. All right, wait a minute. Just a second, Banter.
Aussie lady, big love to you.
Pardon me.
How old are you now, Aussie lady? I know it's an insult to ask people that, but how old are
you? I think it's about 11 o'clock at night earlier than it'll be 11 o'clock. So
I've been looking at getting a different dog. I can't do without a dog.
Right, Banter, I'm gonna add you, mate. You've got your camera. Right. Yes, mate.
All right. Oh, wait a minute. Let me change colour.
Remember, you can't talk to the chat on my channel.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, look, sorry, I didn't mean to bring in a drama, but I just wanted to say, Garth, look, mate, it's not that I've got you wrong. It's that honestly, mate, I can read you like a book, and I like you. Like, you remember, mate, back in the day when we were all on the same channel and they were all roasting you about this finger thing, mate. There were probably me, Fact, and a couple of others, mate, that actually stuck up for you and put his necks out there and said, nah.
Yeah, I do remember
he's
that.
Not this guy. I've always liked you. My problem is it makes me so fucking angry when I see what you're doing to yourself, and we tell you time and time again, look, mate, that's not for you,
Mm-hmm.
and you just keep going to do it. And like, I feel like sometimes there's that thing that tough love, and I feel like honestly, when I blocked you the other night, I felt like, look, if a few of us just do that, then maybe he'll realise that he's doing himself a disservice here, and that's what it was. But the night I blocked you the same night because I felt bad. And I don't mean to be a cunt. It's just that sometimes, like I said, it makes me mad because you're a decent guy. You've got a lot to give. And I just don't know why you do it. Honestly, I say I can read you like a book. I can't figure it out, mate. I just can't. I can't come up with any plausible excuse why you go do that to yourself. I really can't. It's sad to watch.
The reason I let Gaff, because I say to Gaff not to talk about it, because it's like, go for it, Gaff, if you want to explain to Banter, because it's the two.
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, I appreciate that, mate. I do. And I apologise if I bring anything bad to the right channels. I don't mean to do that at all. That's not what I'm about, really. You know,
No. This Garth would get on banters any day, I reckon. Yeah, banter.
100%, mate. This is a Garth I love. I love this Garth, mate. I really do. And I'm not.
Yes,
people
mate.
might say, "Oh, he's gay. He loves Garth. He's gay." Well, so what? I'm gay then.
No, yeah, I do. I appreciate what you said. I do. There you go.
And you're, like I say, mate, that's all it is. It's sad to sit and watch you do yourself a disservice. And like I timed you out last night when you come in Chris the Bricks, I timed you out. And you know what? It were a cunt trick. But I thought to myself, you know what? If I time him out, he'll probably jump on panel, he'll have a laugh, and it won't just descend into this fucking war. And as it happened, it just descended into a war anyway. But you know what I mean?
I didn't do it. Honestly, I didn't mean any harm to anyone. I didn't. I had no ulterior motive, nothing, and it just went crazy. I don't know what happened.
Chris is crackers, though, isn't it, mate? It is. Honestly, I'm his mate, and sometimes I end up at fucking loggerheads with him. And all I've said is hello. So
I did try and say to him, please don't do this. I did try and say that, but anyway, that doesn't matter. That's yesterday. We're only in this moment now, right? Aren't we?
And I just like there's someone that likes you. I just want you to see you having a laugh, mate. I just want to see you enjoying yourself and people seeing the real you. That's all it is.
Yes, mate. Are you live today, partner?
Oh, I don't know, mate. Honestly, I'm sweating. I'm just hot and just.
Whereabouts are you?
In England, mate.
Aye.
All right, give me a
on YouTube.
On YouTube, mate, and I live in England. That's as much as you fucking get in.
In a county. Just give me a county.
Yeah, England, mate.
That's not a county, that's a country. Come on.
North.
All right, fine. You're not going to answer that question. It's fine.
No.
It's fine.
I'm from Yorkshire, Garth.
Is it hot where you are?
Fucking roasting, mate.
Oh, mate.
Wait a minute, just let me go check the coordinates on the map to make sure that it's hot in the whole country before I say it's hot where I am.
I know. We'll end up getting the sat navs it and checking.
We'll all get dogs by coordinates. It's all getting much more complicated than we all thought it would. Yeah, well, I'm glad you're having a good day and it's hot. Is it barbecue weather?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? Down where I am, it's not barbecue weather now, but it will be later on this evening.
For me, like I say, I was saying earlier, bacon on the barbecue, mate, it's a fucking art form. To put it on that grill and it not stick, mate. If you know what to do, the tricks and tips to get your bacon not to stick to that grill, then you know what you're doing. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, you've got to put sticky stuff all over it. You've got to do oil. You've got to do all.
You always bring the conversation down to sticky stuff, don't you? What is it with you, mate?
I don't know. It's something subconscious.
I know he can't always find Google. Is that? I think he means it yourself,
like earlier, he said 6 fingers, and I thought, oh no, they're going to use that. Oh no, just say that.
I thought that as well, but I'm like, no.
So don't mention fingers. Let's talk about gloves.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Go on.
Oh, sorry, I just need to say to fact you, mate. Fact, all those timeouts last night made me learn my lesson. They really did. I feel like a new man today. I've woke up, fact, humbled.
Were you live today, but last night, banter, like?
No, we were in Chris the Bricks, and fact got given a super spanner by accident, and fact timed me out. So I thought, how can I retaliate? Because I couldn't time him out, so I timed everybody out.
Oh, right.
And I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry for that because it was funny. Do you know what? It turned out to be actually really funny. But it is what it is, isn't it? Right. But yeah, we learned that last night super spanners are absolutely fucking useless because if a super spanner times out a mod, then that mod can still time out every other fucker anyway.
Right.
When do you talk along, banter?
It is Wednesday. We're just going to do watch-alongs every Wednesday.
Watch-along. Yeah, sorry about that. Watch-alongs, I meant.
Sorry, mate. I know what you meant. What did you call it? A talk-along?
Yeah.
I like
talk
that.
Along.
We should do a talk-along. We should do a talk-along where we just talk over something.
Talk right over the video.
The commentary's brilliant. I love it. Yeah, I do watch you a lot.
Banter, did you see that video getting 20,000 views, mate?
Mate, I did, smashing it, mate, and I saw your subs going up, and I thought, do you know what, buzzing? I'm absolutely buzzing for you, Richard, mate, and I saw it, right? Honestly, do you know what? I saw it, right, and it were at 9,000 views or something. I thought, wow, go on, Richard. And I only thought, like, shorts got big views, you know, like with comedy videos.
Yeah.
And then, like, half an hour later, mate, I looked back, and it got, like, 15,000. I was like, hang on, is my phone seeing this right? And I thought, go on, Lammy, mate. Go on.
I know, I think I got 60 new subs out here or something. It worked out.
Well, that's good, mate. And do you know what? There'll probably be 60 people that maybe are not in this community that video's been pushed to from other places, and that's great, mate. You might get 10, 15 new people out of that 60 in your chat. That's fantastic. And if some of them stay and then they say to some of their friends, and before you know it, you've got a massively diverse community. And you're having a lot.
See, the good thing, Banter, is see when they watch the video, it puts them on to usually one of your other videos right at the back of it. So, like, you're kind of getting a double,
it's a big
a double hit with it. So it's good.
Yeah, like an end card thing.
Yeah. So, like, they'll maybe pop in and, like, I've noticed a few of my other videos, an OT one, it's had over 800 likes. And that's meant.
Yeah, man, and lots of comments as well. You can always tell, right? A lot of people like a video, and a lot of people like share videos and watch them. But not many people comment, mate. When you get big amount of comments like you've got, mate, it shows that people like it.
Gav, I'm adding you to the stream, mate. What's happening, buddy?
I've been sent here for Schofield. I'm Schofield's lawyer,
Brilliant.
Hey, fair play, bro. Fair play, man. Fair play.
If people want to brag about having 200 folk watching, try and beat 20,000 then.
He's always going to have that. He's going to hold that against us all, isn't he?
You know something?
No, it's the other ones that are saying that we've sitting with 50 folk and all that, and lives and 40 folk and lives. They'll try pop my video and getting 20,000 watching it in a day.
Why did they say that? Why did they say, oh, they've only got 50 watching?
I only want.
He might have 50 watching, right? He's got 50 watching, but he's got 200 subs. You've got 70 watching, and you've got 7,000 subs. Now I'm sure if you do the ratio, I know who's doing better than who.
Hi, I'd be
Banter, I know I used this joke last night, but I want to know what Holly Willoughby's point of view of Gordon Gopher and that is.
I've sent that little clip. I've sent that little clip to loads of my mates. Do you know the one I'm on about with Holly Willoughby?
Yeah.
So yeah, mate.
I once saw a clip of her, right, and I think it was that ginger guy. There's a ginger fella, who's a comedian. I can't remember his name, but he did something with Holly Willoughby anyway, right? And Ginger Ninja, right? And she had like this. He put this like fake mouth mask on her, and when he did his little voice, like a ventriloquist, were her talking. It's one of the fucking funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that bloke's really funny, mate. He does a load of things, doesn't he? I know the one you put the face mask on, and he ruins you basically.
Yeah, ruins you. Exactly that. He ruins you.
Would you get hypnotized?
I've always wanted to, mate. I've always wanted to get hypnotized, and I've wanted to do that. Do you know, like that palm reading, and where you drink a cup of tea and they read your tea leaves?
Lone She-Wolf does the tarot cards, Banter.
She don't like me, though, mate. Lone She-Wolf don't like me.
Gaff, even you're on a panel, you hypnotise me a lot. I'm
sorry about that. It's one of those things.
Lone She-Wolf would do my tarot, and she'd say that I've got imminent death due within 6 weeks.
God damn.
What was that?
I said it's all imminent. Death is imminent. Anyway, how are you doing, Gav? What's your plans for the weekend?
Well, Gav, hope it's not that animate for me. Like I can't even say that word, but you know what I mean. Nothing for the rest of the weekend. No, I'm just walking up the road. No, Gav, just walking up the road.
Don't play that. Has he told you, Gav? Has he told you he's been scouted to be a bit of a golfer, get a bit of extra training?
What's your handicap?
I've played off 19 when I was about 15, 16, maybe 17.
I seen you with your golfing.
I serious. I didn't even take it serious back then. You know what I mean? If I take it serious, I could have done single figures. I couldn't have been a pro, I don't think. I couldn't have been a pro.
I've got to be honest, I am shit at golf. I'm far too angry.
I hate it, mate. I hate it. It stresses me out. I don't mind going to driving range.
Exactly. There you go.
I used to just walk about with a 6 iron and I have pocket for golf balls. That was my clubby choice. Like 6 iron, you could putt with it and you could get a decent scalp. That was what I used to walk about all day.
Who is it on YouTube that goes around collecting golf balls? There's somebody that does that.
Fly me to the moon.
That's it, moon, mate. I remember. He put his camera up to about 6,000 golf balls.
Did you see that video? It was just done a bit like, we know who's caused this divide and all that. That was class, man.
I'm out of character, right? And I mean this from the bottom of my heart.
Mate,
Look, I know
before
it's hard. Gav, let me have my say a sec, right? I know it's hard for you not to watch it, right? But look, right, you're getting used for views, right? They're pushing a fake narrative on you, Gav, right? And they're goading you, right? And putting you in a position, right? Because they know how to do it, right? Where you're going to say silly things. Gav, do you know what? You know, if you never went on there, believe it or not, you're the main character, right? And I do you know what? I'm ashamed and embarrassed to say it, right? I was guilty of it, right? I was like that. We get someone on, you know, we'd have like 3 or 4 people to gang on them. We'd use a technique of over talking, and then before you know it, it's like everyone's vultures. They'll all jump on it, Gav. You know, this is the Gav. Like, you know, when Gav, hang on, you know, when I can talk, you can actually taking it in, right? That's the best thing. I can't give like wholesome advice, right? I can only just say what I'm thinking and my opinion, right? Gav, look, you're welcome to come on. You know, you know, you want to talk as long as it's not talking about anyone. You know, if you want to talk or you're stressed out and that, just come on, tell me how you're feeling, and you know, when you have a decent conversation like we are now, right, you go to bed and you'll feel good about it. Right, but Gav, I'm actually asking you, right, to stay off them panels. Right, watch them by all means, because I can't tell you what to watch. Right, but for your mental health, your physical health, and your zen, as they call it, Gav, don't do it, lads. Come on, man.
Yeah, mate, I totally agree with you. I've had a great day today. I've got to be honest with you. I had a really lovely day in the sun. What's it like down your way, Matty? Was it hot? No, John, was it hot up your way? Or down your way?
Boiling, mate.
Oh,
you know
mate.
what, Mike? In my house, where it's one of them big old Victorian house, it's cooler. In my old man cave, it's cooler than it is outside, you know, because I use all directional flow with the. I still got the growers head on me. The growers attitude. I use all directional flow to, you know, to get all air in the house.
Are you still cropping, mate?
I used to, and I was really, really good at it. But I used,
it'd be perfect.
I used some things that I learned for the house. Well, don't forget, Gav, I got like there's 6 kids. There's me and my wife, 6, 7, 8. My you know, like their friends, their girlfriends, and everything like that, the older ones. So when you got all them people in the house and all them dogs and constantly cooking, right, you have to have some management with airflow in your house. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, it's a nightmare. I know you like all that. You're a busy fella. I know you like all that. Tomorrow I'm getting a little paddling pool out for my dog.
Oh, that's nice. How's the dog, Gav? Is he okay?
Yeah, she's getting old, mate. You know, she's 13 now, little Jack Russell. But yeah, tomorrow I'll get a little paddling pool out. It's only about an inch deep. Bless her. She just goes in with a little pool. Man. Yeah,
you know
it's funny.
Why you can tell a lot by someone how they look after their animals. Do you know that? I can tell a lot, like with PD. Well, everyone thinks PD's like some proper.
Yeah, no, PD's all right. He looks after. He looks after us.
PD, right? I can tell, right? He loves his wife. He loves his kids. Right? He loves his animals. Cares about his animals, and how. So I know deep down inside he's a good guy. Do you know what I mean? It's like people like that on here, right?
And I feel for him. I do feel for PD with his 4-finger gloves. It's not easy to buy them.
See, this is a Gav I like, mate. This is a Gav I like. And Gav, what you've got to understand is this side of the community.
Go on.
Gav, this side of the community that you're deep entrenched in, and that I don't even want to mention them anymore. But these lives that you go on, right? They're not good, right? And you and Tunes are their main character. You know, if you just disappeared, they'd have nothing or nobody to have a go at, lad. Honestly, God.
I know. I thought about that for a little while. I thought about it for a little while, and then I think, who's going to tell them then? Who's going to turn up and tell them? Because no one wants to come on, do they? No one wants to say anything. So anyway, I'm not going to come on here and talk about them.
Gaff, right? Have you ever spoke to someone, you know, when you had that heart attack, right? They must have assigned you a key worker, and what was the reason
I've had
for
two
it?
heart
Have you ever
attacks, mate.
spoken to
I've had two
someone
heart attacks.
professionally and told them what you're going through?
Mate, I've had two heart attacks, and yeah, it's a constant thing, mate. I've got to be honest. My heart's failing, if I'm really honest with you.
Fucking hell, Gaff, man, Jesus Christ! Gaff, come on now. Right? Look, I'm not fucking roasting you anymore. I'm sorry, lad, I can't do it.
No, behave yourself.
I can't.
What's going on? Life's too short to worry about all that.
Gaff, look, I'm not about that lad anymore. Right, PD, I just had an epiphany moment what PD said. Do you know what I mean? And I'm going to stick to it.
I don't know. What did PD
no more
say, mate? Sorry, mate. I didn't. What did PD say?
PD just said, "Oh, I would jump on you know, and I like channels that have educated talks and people who can talk and not talk over each other, and where you can have your say and you can converse and learn from it. Do you know what I mean?"
Yeah,
and
mate. I've got to say, PD's quite a gentle fellow. Like yourself, you know, both. You can have a chat. Do you know what I mean? It's but there's loads of us out here. There's loads of us out here that can have a talk.
Matty, you're back. Your signal's terrible, lad.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm having a nightmare with it, bro, at the moment.
Yeah, it's better now. It's better. It's much better.
Matty, how's your dogs, Matty? How's your dogs, Matty, in the sun? Because it's too hot for my little one.
I've got some, as I was saying to John last night, I've got some ice cubes what I wrap up in a towel and I just give them both.
Yeah. I was speaking to the wife about that.
Look, what's that? What did he just say? What? Ice cubes?
Oh, to cool him down, right? To put he's got like a collar thing where you can put ice cubes in there, and it cools him right fucking down, bro. Well, I was thinking about that, and I mentioned it to my wife, what Matty was on about, and she actually said, "Do you know what? I was actually looking at something like that to cool the dogs down, because we're going to have an unusually hot early summer, aren't we?"
Yeah, I think we are. Seasons are changing anyway. I've got one of those cool pads, you know, for dogs.
Yeah, I know. I got them as well, the pads.
Yeah, you can just lie on it yourself.
Pads.
I don't think. I think this shit.
Matty, go on. Sorry, mate, you're breaking up. Anyway, I'll talk. Yeah, so I put mine down, and my dog fucked it off, and she went and just laid somewhere else. Do you know what? In fact,
if you don't mind me asking,
my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13. I've got a little Jack Russell, mate. 13.
Oh, 13. I got one. He's I got a sausage, a black and tan, long hair. He's 20. He's got to be about 22, 23 now. He's very old. Really? Very, very old.
There's different ages for little dogs. You know? They used to think it was 7 years, didn't they? But that was for big dogs. I think it's 7, 5, and
he can't get it. He's so cute. Do you know what he does, Gaff? Do you know what he does when he can't get up on the step? Taps his foot on the floor to get my attention, right? So he'll walk up to the step, right? Because he never moves off his chair, right? So he walks up the step and he goes, and he'll tap his leg, and I've got to pick him up, take him to the toilet, right? Then he'll turn around, go to the door, the other step, tap his foot, right? Like that, and I pick him and I put him back in. But the Dobermans, right? I'll make a video of it for you, Gav. Right? Do you know what my Dobermans do? They fucking open, right? They've learned how to open all the gates, because I got to put gates all in the house, on the inside of the house. Right? Listen to this, right, bruv? They know how to open the gates. Yeah, right. Look, they know how to open the door to go to the toilet, right? I caught the other one doing the other day, closing the fucking door behind it, bro. Mate, I'm not, bro. Listen, I never trained it. Bro, Gaff, on my kid's life, right? I shit you not, right? I never trained, bro. I never trained it to do it, right? Right? My missus's dog is highly trained. They call it a Velcro dog, right? The proper stuck to it, like he's trained to look after her. You know, he's trained to guard her, right?
I think, mate, I've got to say, I've seen your dog. I was going to ask you a question actually about it.
Yeah, go on, fire away.
Yeah, so you've got a few woofers, haven't you? And how many are yours? You know what I mean? How many come to you rather than your better half?
Oh God. Well, all of the dogs are mine. They're obviously signed over to me. Those dogs are mine.
Yeah, no, I'm on about
I
emotionally yours.
think I think we've got 9. I'm not sure. I think we got 9 dogs at the moment. But I make a point. I feed all of the dogs. It's me who feeds them. It's me who's in charge of them.
Yeah,
But
I do get that.
one dog, right? That's why when I go live in the night, it's very rare. You see the brown Doberman, you see the 2 black ones. But that is always where my missus is, right? And back to what I was saying, Gaff, I listened to this. I was sat down, I fell asleep downstairs, right? And fucking, I heard the gate go, and I thought it was one of the kids. And then I heard him walk into the back, right? And I heard the door open. I thought he's on a shit. Well, that's all good, isn't it? And then I heard it close it behind. I could hear it like making some mad like footsteps. So I got up, I looked at him, right? And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? It closed, right? It closed the fucking door behind him, bro. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Bro, I was like, do I give it a house key now? You know, do I, you know, what do I do, bro? Bro, little fucker's sleeping in my wife's bed, bro. Bruv, I swear he's sleeping in my wife's bed, bruv. You know, I need to ask my wife some serious questions, bro. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell, I'll be giving it a house key and shit, bruv.
Mate, see, I've only got one, so it's easy for me. Mine sleeps with me. She sleeps like a human. Mine.
Oh, mate, do you know what?
Yeah, she's got her own pillow.
I can't help it, right?
Not. Mate. When I got her, she was about, I don't know, 8 inches long. And they say, yeah, it's heartbreaking. You can't do it when they're puppies, you know. And then I put her in the bed next to me, and that's how she sleeps. Anyway, that's how she sleeps, like a human next to me. It's funny as fuck, mate. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, just before the pups go, right? You know, just before like their family, we call it family, right? Like I say to the kids, I don't say customer. I say, got a mum or a dad to come in, and she's going to her family. Right. What I do just before, I don't let them go 8, 9, or 10 weeks. Right. It's usually about the 13th week I let them go. So what we do, I go to the kids. Right, I give each one of the kids a dog, right, and for the whole week, right, they can take that dog to bed with them, and they can socialise with that dog, and
that's
you know, so
yeah.
So then when they go to their family, then you know they socialise with children, and you know they know how to handle.
That's pretty smooth, John. I've got to be honest, that is pretty smooth.
Them bulldogs, them bulldogs I got. First one at 3.5 month old, and then I've obviously I got the second one at 4 month old. But they don't let their dogs go until they're 12-week old either.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head, PD. Not PD, Matty. Right, listen, bro. I've had people saying to me, why don't you sell them on between week 8 and week 10? And I'm like, yeah, I could sell them, right? But they're just not ready, right? Because when I want them to go, I want them puppy trait, right? I want them to ring me, right? Because it's no better feeling, right? You know, when a customer rings up, right? Or I call them new parents.
Yeah, well, the bulldogs, the breeder I get my bulldogs off, the flaps in the nose. That's when they tend to irritate them between 10 and 12-week old when they're a pup, and that's how they know if they're going to have trouble breeding. So he won't let he won't let the bulldogs go until he knows the flaps in the throat and at the top of the nose are all good to go, so they can breathe properly.
Yeah, that's ethical. I like that. But do you know what? I was fucking thinking, as you said that. I mean, my ear stand.
I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, it's like with sausage dogs when their ears, right? They're really like it's hard to explain, right? But when their ears start to drop a little bit, right, I know, right? Okay, they're maturing, their skulls are growing. You know, I call it getting their length. You know, because a sausage dog, a puppy sausage dog, they're not stretched, they're not long. You know, when they get that little shape to them, you know, the sausage shape, as I call it, that's when they go. You know, because you got to think, right? I wouldn't, right? If I was going to buy a puppy off someone, right, I'd want to shit in, right? Okay, the first couple of days they got them out in the territory, right? They can have a little scrap with the other dogs, right? That's acceptable, right? But what you got to think of, right? Matty, it's the God's honest truth, right? When a new pup goes to their home, right, I want them to ring me back or show me pictures in about a month or two and say, "Oh, you've changed our life. They're brilliant. They're house trained."
Yeah, well, the guy who I got mine off, the guy's couple, it's a man and woman who I get mine off, and they do like 2 home visits. So they do the first home visit to come. Obviously, they know we had the other dog, so we didn't have a first home visit on the second dog. We just have a second visit, and a week before you get the dog, they come round. They make sure you've got the dog beds. They make sure you've got your food. They make sure you've got play toys for the dogs to interact with humans. They just don't want the dogs being left alone. They want the dogs to be like a human. Mine are, do you know what I mean? We watch telly. The dogs sit on the sofa with us and watch telly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's you know, I couldn't if I'd have, and I haven't done that. And I've had this conversation before about having a season or not having a season. It doesn't really matter, but I couldn't have been giving my puppies away if my dog. I couldn't do it. It'd be heartbreaking. I'd have kept them all.
The thing is with them bulldogs, Garth, they're a bit thingy as well because the bulldog can't give a natural birth. You have to have a cesarean done on them. It's like $2,000 for the cesarean, when they have a litter. The bulldogs can't give natural birth.
Mate, I didn't know
with
that.
them bulldogs, the menus can be astronomical on them. You just got to have a look at the dog PDs.
Oh, fucking hell, mine, Lilac Tan. I've got my first one, Ceci. She, obviously, you've all seen her. She's Lilac Tan. Then, obviously, I've got my other one now, 16-week-old. Do you know what I mean? He's pure male. He's brown with black dots all over him. Do you know what I mean? One full dot, 2 3 Do you know what I mean? So I got a male one. I was going to go for the male the first time when we got Ceci, but the male what I was picking, it had skin complaints, and the breeder won't let it go because it had skin complaints. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, when I went back to look at the litter of pups and that, he actually kept the dog with the skin complaints. The breeder had actually kept it, so I thought that was nice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, you know, everyone falls in love with them. You can't help it. What I'm glad you said about male and female. What do you think is better, male or female?
Well, I've got kids. I've got 4 kids, and I personally think bitches are better than kids. I think they're a lot calmer than bitches.
Hit the nail on the edge. Hit the nail on the head, Matty. Hit the nail on the edge.
I agree.
I'm not boy dogs, all bitches. All bitches. Every one of them.
Yeah, mine's a little young lady, so yeah, I agree. But I'm
my dogs. I got 2 boy dogs. Of all my dogs, the one is a stud, right, and the other one was we took it to do the end of life care. She's in that. Callie will explain it. Well, we would never take boy dog on in this house, obviously, because it's all girls and everything like that. But we got a stud the other day, a very rare sausage dog. I'll show it to you, Matty. And the other boy dog we got, we took it on 4 or 5 years ago. I knew the dog, he wasn't in the best of health. And the lady who had the dog, she could walk. She was in hospital. She had COVID. She almost died. So, we took the dog on. But the thing I've noticed now with the boy dog that we've got, all girls, right, will nip him and fight with him for attention because they want attention off him. But he fucking hates men. Do you know the guy? Right, the guy we bought it off.
Most women.
Yeah, while we're talking about dogs, I just want to say I know John's the dog breeder as well. I know John won't mind me saying this, right? But if you are thinking about getting a dog, please go around the homeless shelters first to have a look for a dog before you think about buying a puppy. You know what I mean? I know John's a breeder.
That's well said.
But John's probably got his customers anyway.
Well, listen, right, taking a dog on, right, I think it's the most passionate thing you can do, right? And if anyone is looking for a dog, as a companion, right, what you got to understand is dogs, right, and this is to the whole community, right? Dogs get stressed, right? They can cry, right? They can pine, right? They can get so stressed they can die. They get happy. They need to be played with. They also need love. It's a 2-way relationship, right? A lot of these dogs in the homes, right, is where people have died, where people have bought them as a fashion accessory, and it didn't work out. And when that dog is being abandoned, right, all they know is, right, that they abandoned, right, and it could stress them out. But the most amazing thing someone can do, right, is take a rescue dog on. And I tell you what, you don't understand how grateful some of these dogs are when they just want to be lived. And if that's what you're looking for, compassion, exactly like Matty said, why please go and give a dog a chance. Like it's like a human.
Yeah, John, it's weird. I looked at getting a dog the other day after mine goes. I was just looking because I can't be without a dog now. Absolutely not. And I'm hoping that she's got a few years left in her. I'm 52, so I'm thinking, yeah, I'll just rescue the last one. The last one. That's what I'll do. I wouldn't get a puppy again. It doesn't, you know.
Do you know what? You know the last little we had. I'm going to let my wife get away this. Right, listen to this. The last little we had, right, was last little we had was a Doberman, but before that it was the sausages. And we were like, yep, right, okay, right, this one. So, oh, look, we got a nice colour. We got this one. We had like loads of rare colours in the litter. And we had one which was so fucking rare, right? We just had to keep. I wanted to sell it for the money. You know, I wanted it, to get the money in, but it was so nice, right? We broke our cardinal rule. We kept the cutest and the most expensivest one we did. Yeah, we couldn't fucking help it. The kids were super attached to it. Yeah, and every time the new parents were coming to pick up their new bundle of fun, I noticed my eldest daughter would come in and she'd give me like she looked at me like, no, I want to keep it. But
the thing is, in your game, John, when you're breeding dogs, you have to keep the best because you have to lead by example, and you need to throw good dogs. So when you see a good dog, you have to keep that dog to get the next litter of dogs to better yourself, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
It's called selective breeding. Right, because at the end of the day, right,
it's called merchandising your stock. That's what it is, mate.
Fucking, I can't say anything. I just hit the nail on the head. You summed it all up, Matt. You just fucking hit the nail on the head. Why PD will tell you. Why you ask anyone, what do you go for? Why structure? Why comes to bitch? Why structure? Aesthetics. Why health? Right, and when you get boy, right, you're looking at, you want a producing boy, right? You got to get them numbers checked. The color has to be perfect. The face, everything has to be even. Do you know what I mean? And not just good; it's got to be the best. And always get it tested, but always. Well,
this is real weird because when we went to Kennel Club, fucking RSSA, the first lilac bulldog. We had right problems because the lilac and tan, it's not a recognised colour within the fucking Kennel Club on the British Bulldogs, do you know what I mean? And some of these exotic colours, what they're bringing out.
Yeah, like, listen to this, right? White Dobermans, right? They're super rare, right? Nearly all of them all over the planet, right, are accounted for, right? There was one of them, right, a very, very rare Doberman. It was up in Swansea, a little bit out of Cardiff, right? It was up in Swansea. Right, so we had somebody, right? I gotta stop saying right. So my wife was coordinating, right? This professional, yeah, she's one of the biggest women in the country for breeding Dobermans, right? She said, "Oh, go on, we give it a go, right? We won't go for the stud we always use. We're gonna go for the white when we got something different." Wife went up there, right, to have a look at the dog, the facility, right? So she could stand in front of the people, speak to them, they are. The one thing we done, right, is it came recommended. We didn't say, look, we want to check the numbers, the sperm count and everything, right? We trusted it. We went with it. Minimum, we were expecting 8 pups. Do you know what we had? We had one pup. One pup. So the moral of that story is, right, like a white Doberman, Matty, they're not recognised, mate. They're not, because they say, if you're in a hot climate, they don't do good. Their eyes in a hot climate. Their skin, if you're in a hot climate as well, where they're white, it doesn't work out with them. It affects them. They can get melanoma, but I'm just glad we're not going with them again. We're going back with the recognised stud that we're going with. Thank God.
Boys, I'm going to have to jump off. Look, John, thanks for letting me on. Nice one. Thank you, mate. Matty,
listen, before you go, Gav, I just want to say it was lovely to speak to you in a normal capacity. and just like 3 guys over the pub having drinks, not point scoring, right? And it was nice that PD broke the ice, yeah? Then a bit of conflict resolution with Matty and got it all over and done with, right? And it's nice
never had a
we've all
problem with Matty.
spoken with.
Never.
And it's nice that every one of us has spoken our mind without personally attacking someone. So tonight, what I want to do, I'm going to end this live stream on a positive note. I want to thank Matty for coming on. I want to thank Garth.
Yeah,
thank you, sir.
Yeah, big up, Garth. Respect.
Yeah, cheers, Garth. Right, I just want to say thank you for being normal, everyone. Right, and what we're going to do Monday, we're going to change it up. Right, as I said, we're going to do 3 nights a week, no more. We're going to have Smithers on, and he's going to speak to us, and I'm going to open up a little bit as well.
What we'll do, John, I'll fire a new live up, a new channel. We'll get some subs on it. We'll do 3 nights on yours, and then we'll do a co-host on mine, and we'll do like a bit of a roast of the wimps.
Matty, do you know what, right? Mate, I'm up for it. Right, but let's not break, right, the cardinal rule and became the thing that we hated so much. Right, and if we we'll do it in a comedy way. Like, do you remember that video with all the sex offender shuffle? Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Listen,
I
was in tears. Bro, listen, this is not laughing. Why this is called serious? Why, you know, when I come on, right, I watched it, right, twice over. And you know the part where it came on and I was on there doing the shuffle and that? Brev, right? Funny, right? Keep Matty, right? Keep that shit like that. I'm telling you, I'm begging you, right? That shit, right, was funny, right? And I know Expo, right, was laughing, right? And everyone who was named in that video, right, was funny. But look, boys, right, we're gonna go now, right? Monday is gonna be Smithers. And then we're going to take it from there. And if that goes good, right, then we're going to do themed ones with Matty, right? And it's going to be no guff talk or anything, right? So just before I go, I'd like to say to Gav, thank you for coming on. I'd like to say thank you, Matty. And everyone stay safe, right? Have a good night, right? We'll see you Monday. And listen, I love all of you. Matty, Gav, thank you very much. Have a good night. Tell the family I love everyone. Good. Everyone, thank you very much.
Eyes out, mate. You did. You came on falling asleep.
He's a very angry guy.
Oh, look, look, I just find him amusing.
He's brilliant. He can't handle me.
He's all right, isn't
I find you amusing, you mug.
He's just a hater.
Shut up, you little wrong'un. There's no women on the panel now, Gareth. You won't be bullying anyone now, Gareth.
Yeah, yourself.
Like, you and Garth are like that. It's like you and Tunes. Trust me.
Wait, I've offered you out loads of times. You won't do anything. You're a little
mate, you're 50-year-old, mate. You're ill.
The other day, you wouldn't even do one press up, you little mug.
Yeah, no, come on, actually, no, I'm being serious now. Let's do it. I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to do it. No, I'm going to do it this time. Let's do it. Come on.
All right, yeah, go on. Guess what?
You know when I'm going to do. I'm going to do it.
Expo, protect
right, how many?
You fucking
how many are we going to do? Come on, let's just do it then. Come on, I'm on it. Let's do the press up challenge then.
Now for the big people.
Another hater.
Yeah, I do. I hate you. I think you're a fucking prick. There you go.
Yeah, you're a hater.
You're a lying.
I'll put you as the number 2 hater.
What's the language, Gav? Family friendly show,
mate. I'm a professional fighter, mate. I have to be professional. So don't stop saying
that. That's one of the biggest jokes. That's one of the biggest jokes.
Worse than PD, mate. How tall are you? 6'4".
That'll be in a cracker thing. That'll be in a cracker. It will be.
Yeah, it will be. We'll see, mate. Because I don't care. I'll still come on. I'll say to you boys, yeah.
I live down the road from you. What are you turning up around my house then?
Because I don't want to. Because you're washed up.
What happened to these 2 15-year-olds that you turned around my house? You lying little.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do that. I lied.
Well, did you not? It's all up on YouTube. Where are they?
I lied.
Yeah, you did lie. You lied.
Yeah, I lied.
That's what you said. You lied.
Yeah, I lied. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, of course you did.
Let's move on. What else you got to say? I don't fight outside the ring, so don't start saying all that stuff. Yeah.
All right. Well, I thought you in the ring. 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 I thought you in the ring.
Oh, mate, look, if Dougie lets you, mate, I don't want to kill anybody.
No. All you've got to say to Dougie is, I want to fight Dougie.
Ask him. You ask him. Why have I got to ask him?
Dougie, and sort it.
No, I don't even think he'd have you on there, mate. You're embarrassing.
No, you're talking to the wrong fella here.
I'm not talking to the wrong fucking fella here. You're embarrassing.
Oh, you are. Get Dougie on then. Get Dougie on, and we'll sort the fight out.
Go on, then. You think I'm scared about fighting you?
Can I just say something?
I'm not on about Dougie. I'm on about him. I'm on about this liar. He's just proving himself to be a liar.
Evening, Garth. See you still the same, Garth. Back in a minute. Just got back.
Yeah, what renting your van and your friends come down to Portsmouth? You little mug.
Conehead.
Julian, you're a mug. What you doing? Going to the gym that you never went to? You fool.
Me?
You're an idiot. Everyone knows you are now, Julian. Jog on, son.
Leave him alone, man. He ain't no idiot. I know more.
Oh, leave him alone. Are you his protector? Oh, Julian, like me, pathetic.
No, I just like people who I like. What's the problem with that?
Shut up, you silly
cunt. Stick up for people who I
like. Here we go. Now we've got the Bully Brothers together.
By the way, this is my first fans.
Yeah, this is one of my first fans. Like you've been threatening everyone else with. Yeah, and come down, because I'll entertain you. Oh, yeah, I've got some people for you.
No,
oh, yes, I have. Oh, yes, I have.
Dad, you want to stick to come down with me, lad?
Come down, and I will welcome you to sunny Portsmouth. Calm down. Oh, I'd love it. I would love it so much. What would you do? What would you do?
Dad, stick to come down with me, lad. You're not a fighter. Stick to come down.
Oh, yes, I am, son. And that's your problem. This old fella, and everyone would like to see it. Look. And the problem you've got is, I'm coming up your way soon.
You listening?
I'm coming up your way soon. I'm coming up your way soon. And when it's all over YouTube, what are you going to do then, sunshine? You mug.
Listen, no,
you listen. I'm coming up your way soon. Oh, it's going to be bad for you. It's going to be bad for you.
When you're on your way, lad. Do your live video. Let me know when you're live coming to Liverpool.
I will. Yeah, I will, definitely. Definitely I will. Yeah. You've got some bad shit happening to you. You Liverpoolians, you're up for a straightener, aren't you? Well,
man.
Where I'm from.
Yeah, man. I am.
Well, let's go then. Because I'm telling you now, I'm coming up your way soon.
Just let me know when you're coming.
It won't be long. It won't be long. And now, I'm calling you out then. On anything else, if you would like something that's fair, let's go.
Oh, here we go.
Listen, I've been looking at your page, mate. You should be
look into what you like, PP. You are a little fucking diverting little fuck. No one gives a fuck about you, PP. You're fuck. No one cares. No one cares, PP. I don't care. Where's my apology? Yeah, where's my apology?
I got an apology.
Yeah, where is it now? Where's my apology right now? You and Expo. You both need to say sorry, don't you?
You're not getting an apology. The only apology you're getting is
a lot of it's one man. Wanker. I couldn't do it. And I said to you, you owe me an apology.
No, I'll leave that out because you're on Expo, so go off.
What you done to me? What you done to me?
You prick, you lying little wanker. Fuck you, Julian.
Or you Klingon. Listen,
this Friday, boys.
Right.
Calm down. I've got
Friday,
You've never even been to a gym. You wanker. Fuck off.
Ferengi. That's what you are, the Ferengi of us.
Is that the best you're going to do, PP? Is that the best you're going to do? You're boring. No one cares. Nobody cares.
About you was out of order.
How about this? How about this? Julian, you're a wanker,
boys, yeah?
And a waste of time.
See, when I weigh this kid in, at least we know he'd be disappeared, this guy.
Oh, I'm going to weigh you in, son.
Oh, here we go.
He can't wave it away.
I'm a professional, mate. I can't be dabbing these.
You're a
fucks that come
professional
into my-
fucking prick. That's the best you're ever going to do. You are a complete
basically, I am.
Well, you are a
I'm basically
professional.
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 I'm fighting.
Keep saying it because it makes everyone
Yeah, but
laugh.
the thing is, yeah,
Professional.
no, but
You've
you
not
keep
even
threatening
fucking
me
touched
because
the sides of
you
a
know
ring.
I can't fight outside the ring.
You little mug. All we got on the panel is a load of fucking mug. Yeah.
What? You love a bit of pecking,
PP? What? Yeah.
I'll
What?
go in a minute. He needs to do some more lemo.
You foul gangster cunt.
What's
Fuck
going
off,
on
PP.
here?
Don't swear on here, bro.
What am I missing?
Well, kick me off then, because I don't give a fuck. PP, you're a cunt.
Oh, bro, this guy, man, he's got no morals,
Yeah.
no respect.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but to mute him as language is just disgusting, isn't it? There's no manner. To be speaking like
Friday, he's
that.
had a drink, he's on the lemo.
What kind of grown man is he? Speaks like that. The
He
language like that.
comes on, abuses people.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
now,
when we
isn't it,
got
PP?
through him over at Shuffs, we have him with the camera on. So when he says these bad, outrageous words, you get to
Gaff,
see
what are
him.
you playing at, lad? Your language?
Expo, tell him.
What are you playing at? Keep muting me. I haven't sworn for a little while now. What is it? Is it as bad as your criminal record? Is it Expo? My language is it as bad as your criminal record? Is it as bad as your criminal record, Expo? Quote me anything from the Bible right now. Anything from the Bible right now.
He knows loads of stuff. Don't do it.
John 3:16, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son.
He knows loads of them, bro. That's
I
about
don't know if he's in
you.
there, but maybe God forgive you, God.
And what about Ezekiel 25:17? The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides.
Quote me something about forgiveness. Quote me anything about forgiveness.
Jesus
Look,
forgive.
mate, it's just because he brought a cross.
No, you little
He brought a
protective
cross
mug.
the other day and he was wearing it.
Listen, get them right, people. This is embarrassing. 76 likes.
Go on,
I'm the stream right now. Hey,
embarrassing.
Go on, Expo.
them likes don't get from 150.
You're a mug. You're a mug. No one believes you. You're a beg.
You better get
Expo, you're a
150
beg.
likes immediately over just ending this.
You're a beg. You're a beg. You've got all your little defenders around you, and I'm the only person on here. No. I'm not wearing it. Julian, you're a mug. How's that? Julian, you're a mug, Julian.
Garth, mate.
I know, Garth, but
No,
you
I'm not your
abuse
mate.
women
I'm not your
online.
mate.
Look at the
Stop calling me
videos
that.
of him.
Listen, I
Look,
don't
man, look at the
abuse women
video.
online. I'm a lot of things, but I don't abuse women online to get my kick.
No, you only tried to take on a whole nation of people.
Sliding
You
along
idiot.
the floor.
Yeah, you did,
And I'm
yeah.
sitting
With
here
the
standing.
clock.
Fuck me, I've
With the
stuck a whole
clock.
nation on,
You're
and
a
24
fool.
hours later, I'm still standing like Ukraine, bitch.
Mate, you're a fucking idiot, Julian. Everyone knows it, and no one cares. You're a mug. You do nothing, ever.
But maybe
Garth.
he's just a nice guy.
Garth.
No, I'm fucking tired of being nice. How's that? Why are you round your birdhouse, Julian?
Try being
Hard
nice.
man. Why are you round there?
Because obviously I'm like quite loud at
No.
night. On the internet, like yourself.
You're a fucking
And like, you know, as
Julian.
you've seen with Mrs. Tunes coming down telling Mrs. Tunes, I can't do that at the moment, sis.
Oh, no.
It's happened for a long old time before I even jumped on the
Why are you
YouTube.
not round your birdhouse?
Because
Why
you don't
are you
sleep a
round
lot.
there?
I just
You're
explained
a
that to you, Garth.
Because you're a mug, Julian. You're a
Because I'm
mug.
mug. No, I went and bought myself a flat. I got the best of both lives. The missus and
Rent it out and go round your birdhouse and look after your children.
We all know.
You
And
little
then
mug.
I'm off to work.
You're a mug.
What about you,
You're a
Garth?
mug. You're a
Where's your
mug.
missus?
You're a mug. You're a
Where's your
mug,
missus, Garth?
Julian. You're a mug.
You abused her. That's where your missus
You never
is.
went anywhere near him, did you? You didn't go anywhere
Pardon?
near him, did you? You never went anywhere near him.
What
No,
the hell?
Garth, you all right, mate? You having a breakdown there?
What the
Put your balls
hell?
back
You
out.
right? No, that's bad, boys. Alright, boys. I think he needs help, man.
He fucking certainly needs help. We'll be back in a minute.
Liar!
That's bad.
Little liar!
Look, that's his fake kid voice, bro.
Garth, tell me what I've lied about. Garth, tell me what I've lied about.
Why don't you come round here after you said that you were going to? When
Garth,
my ex said I was on the front door. Why don't you come down there? Why don't you come down there, Julian? Why don't you come down there, Julian? Why don't you come down there? Why don't you come down there, Julian? Why don't you come down there, Julian?
And then when I got around to I thought you moved. And that's when I realised you two were in a violent relationship and you're better off together.
Why
But like,
don't you
Garth,
come
you keep
down
saying
here?
about coming
Come
down.
down here then,
I said to you
Julian.
last night,
You're
we
a
do this
mud.
55-mile
You're a
journey,
mud.
mate.
I don't rate you. You're a fool. And I'll fold you up and fucking pack you away, you little mug.
Oh, he copied
Don't tell me.
saying.
When was the last time you had a wash, Garth?
Oh, yeah, it's flat pack, you know. You got it wrong.
10 weeks ago.
You, bro.
10 weeks ago, the last time you had a
I
wash.
remember he could do three. Oh, he could do 3 press ups, Julian.
Is that it? Is that it?
Oh,
you wouldn't even get her to do one, lying men. You wouldn't come on and do one. Wanker.
Oh, you come on there.
I'm not straight up in front of hundreds of people. Hundreds.
Yeah. No,
I've made you cry in front of hundreds of people. I've made you fucking blow your nose out in front of hundreds of people. I've seen the whole of the YouTube soldiers see any spoke about a woman.
Do I sound like I'm crying now?
You're the biggest joke on here, mate.
Do I sound like I'm crying now, Julian? You little wank.
To be honest, yes.
You're a little dried up wank stain, Julian. Fuck off. Do yourself a favour and go away from me. Now, fuck off, boy.
You're rude, bro. Don't lie.
No, let me protect everyone. Let me protect everyone. You can't even protect yourself. You middle door wanker. You haven't even got a proper front door. You wanker. Fuck off.
Yeah, because that's not. I'm not scared of you coming through it.
You should be fucking scared of me coming through it. You little fucking idiot.
Do you remember when he said he was coming through my
good
door?
night, God bless, fella. Feel you, fella.
Yeah, listen, Expo, God bless everyone. Much
Yeah,
love
go
to
on, jog on,
everyone.
PP.
Love to
You prick.
everyone.
Fuck off.
Leave me alone.
Fuck off, PP. Wanker.
Don't disrespect.
Fucking man in the fucking bullshit. Fuck off.
I've missed a good old expo.
Yeah, what?
We're getting the copies and I'll do another hour. Let's see if the copies and the lights go up.
Fuck off, PP. You're a wanker. No one cares for you. Fuck off. You're full of shit. Fuck off.
God, explain why you never got charged with
Why don't you put me in the card? That's all I want. All I want is you. You fight me. Let's have it.
Anton, don't, man. He's ill.
How much you were paying,
Please don't, Anton. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't embarrass yourself against the big people.
How much you want
yeah, and 18 stone. You know
I'm ready to go right now. Right now. Anton, how about you fight me? Anton.
Julian, how far away is Garth from you?
He's 110 miles away, Expo. We've had this enough times. And I told him I go to a destination and he agreed to it, and then I phoned him up an hour later and he went, I'm not turning up.
Either, Julian, you little lying mug.
You didn't turn up at fucking Lakeside service stations, did you?
I went to a gym.
I phoned you on the live and you went, I'm not turning up.
I thought it was hard. I looked at Jim and I thought it was hard. My name's Julian. You're a fucking prick. Do one.
He's going to match them.
Good, Dougie. Thanks for letting me on.
Big up to the one.
It's been very, very entertaining. I'm going to go now. All right.
Why are you going? Don't go.
He's going to go.
We miss you. Oh.
Garth only 10 miles from you, Julian.
110.
Oh, 110.
Yeah, he said he'd meet me 75% of the way last week, and we agreed to service at the service stations at Thurrock. I phoned him up just to wonder where he was, and I went, "So you are going to turn up tomorrow?" And he went, "I'm not turning up tomorrow."
Oh, it's Garth, you win. What's all that about?
He's just a boy.
I gave him my address. He told me he was going to come round and beat me up. So I gave him my address. I gave him my address on the fucking live.
He's got my address. He was going to come the other night, wasn't he? You remember? He's doing a couple
of he said, I'll meet me off and come to mine.
No, he's like, come to mine then. Like, just make up a load of bollocks.
You know that, Hans.
It'd be boring to go to Garth's. He ain't even got a PlayStation.
But, isn't it? You don't want to go to Garth's house, mate. It's smelly.
Hey, look.
Like, bro.
Well, yeah, he's a smelly fucker.
Yeah, come on, that's terrible, isn't it? 18 hour likes, man. 360, 370, nearly 400 in the chat. Terrible,
Sorry, if I had a video of me
That's not
pissing
good,
on
is
the
it?
floor, I would not be. I
So
would
shame
giving
not.
them all
enough
that
for Exco people.
entertainment. Disgraceful.
Right, so that's going to be it for this morning. So I did have 2 clips of Exposure TV. Now, one of the clips was Garth losing it, which was that one, and one of them was Astring arguing with people on the panel. Now, Ash has made an apology video this morning to Exposure TV and that. So what I'll do is I'll put this up as soon as this is uploading to YouTube. I'll make the other one, and what I'll do is I'll put Ash's apology video on the start, and then I'll put the live stream on second, and I'll put like 12 hours before, if you know what I mean. So you'll get the apology video, then you'll get the live stream. But there's no point in putting it in this. It'll make this like an hour and 30 minutes. I might as well just make a separate video. So yeah, so that's going to be it for this morning. I'll update you if anything else happens, and I'll see you tomorrow.